I don't want to touch that. I don't want to even be near it. These faces that made dirt move, that were made to move dirt and made to relocate, they were built with no permanent home in mind. They didn't have any agendas, and the only way they can reproduce and grow is by anonymity. They have to forget their names in order to multiply, and when they multiply, they do it by inserting one into the other. It's not something pleasant. It's not something you want to see twice, And solidity, solidness is the color of dirt. It's the color this thing takes on, And when the wetness came, it brought with it, these streaks, of circular discs. Obviously, what other kind of discs are there? But it brought with it this, and these discs fought the older ones that had already been established there, right? So let's take a look at this. Okay, we're situated somewhere here between the Earth and the Moon, right? Or between the Sun and the Earth, right? Two, right? Two. It's optimal proximity. It's optical, distorting of this kind. And when it happens, it doesn't happen just once. It happens repeatedly in the same exact moment. It understands differently. It deals with permanent storage, with permanent containers. It's distorting and it smashes, the optic nerves, and it fragments. It proceeds from nothingness and it moves back in there within seconds. Old man, old woman, what do I care? This isn't talking. This is moving like a worm. This breaks, and when it breaks down, it particularizes. It particularizes in fragments with no permanent storage, whatever. Okay? When I was floating, I floated up a little over my bed. I was sort of laid down flat, and my head was looking down, and my ears were cold, and I was looking, But then I started to move up, because you have to aim down to move up first. So I was aiming down, and I moved up, and I backed up, and I looked back. I looked back at my bed, and I didn't see anything. I didn't see any body. I didn't see anything. They will cut you open. Okay? Now what I'm saying, are we still here? Are we still looking? Maybe you shouldn't look. I don't know. What's going on here is that it's creating, it's optimizing, and it's rearranging a special place. This is just to explain it better. When you brush your teeth, each and every time you do brush, bacteria gets into the bloodstream. Okay. Whether it's the bristles moving around, and that blood obviously goes to where? It's in your bloodstream, and it goes right to the heart. That's the center. That's the middle. That's what pumps the blood. That's the bird nest that makes room for other things to be made, to be birthed. Essentially, it's a place where the walls are not only concave, but they're supple, in order so eggs can rest in there and latch onto the walls and be planted and be grown. That's where the hooks come in, when they're underneath the ground where other things are not. And when the wetness comes, it becomes something new. And that's all there is, right? So where we are, we're here, and we're between the Earth and the Moon. We're between the Sun and the Earth. It's a new breed, is what it is. It's something particular. It's brought into the air. It's brought into this world. I bring it into my own face. I bring it into my face through the air, through a process of inhalation, and I don't try to hide it. I'm not here, masking it. Okay. This is basically what's going on. Our baby was taken from us.